Marvel Comics have been teasing an upcoming Captain America crossover event called Cold War. What's it crossing over with? Captain America. 2 Captain Americas in the Marvel Universe is one too many. We told them that. They didn't listen. And shockingly, Marvel Comics are learning that the fans were right all along. We've also seen some preview art, and it's not good. It's not good at all, especially if you are a Bucky Barnes Winter Soldier fan. I don't think you're going to like the changes Carmen Carnero and the editors at Marvel Comics are making with the character. So let's get into the details and discuss why Captain America Cold War is dead before it even arrives. Marvel kicked off New York Comic-Con with a special spotlight on Captain America Cold War, the upcoming crossover between Captain America Sentinel of Liberty and Captain America Symbol of Truth. The panel's hosts were joined by Captain America scribes Collin Kelly, Jackson Lanzing, and Tochi Onyebuchi, along with Marvel Comics editor Alana Smith, to shed light on this exciting epic launching next year. My oh my, what a collection of talents you've got here. Collin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing and Tochi Onyebuchi, and as a cherry on top, Alana Smith. This is as bad as DC getting Clunrad, Vidal, and Stephanie Williams together, not knowing ahead of time it would fail spectacularly and kill sales on Wonder Woman across the board. What exactly has Tochi Onyebuchi done to warrant an event book this early in his career? He's written like 12 comic books in total in his entire life that have been published. It's absolutely shocking that Tochi Onyebuchi is even sniffing an event book this early in his career. And I understand DC and Marvel Comics just wish upon a star Collin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing were a thing in comic books. They're really cheap, they have the right political positions and all that stuff, but the facts are the facts. These guys are shite writers. And despite Marvel and DC Comics knowing this, and Lanzing and Kelly never actually having a hit comic book in their writing careers, they continuously get work, not only at Marvel and DC, but also at a lot of the smaller publishers, and they ruin every single comic book they get their hands on. Because these guys aren't writers, and I don't think they consider themselves writers. I think they think they're educators. They're out there to let you know how you should live your life and why their perspective on everything in politics in America is the right way to do things. And it's no shock that Alana Smith keeps hiring these guys. She's already made it abundantly clear in the past, if you don't agree with me, politically speaking, I will go out of my way to make sure you're not hired by Marvel Comics. Just over politics. It's never about talent anymore with these editors. It's absolutely shocking that Marvel Comics could put themselves in this position and spotlight an event they know going in is going to fail spectacularly. Captain America Cold War will be a culmination of the threats, battles, and mysteries that have been at the center of both Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson's adventures since the start of this critically acclaimed new era. The secret origin of Steve's shield, the Outer Circle stepping out of the shadows, White Wolf's vicious attack, the return of Nomad, it's all been leading to this. This bold chapter in Captain America's 80-year history will leave a lasting impact on Captain America's legacy that fans dare not miss. And that's really the problem with all this. The fans are missing it, and they're missing it on purpose. Less than 5 issues in on this critically acclaimed new era, and both series are certified failures. How about we create hit series before we start planning our big crossover events next time? Marvel fans told these bozos when they announced these 2 new comic books, 2 Captain Americas in the same universe doesn't work. There just isn't room for them. Turns out the fans weren't lying, and they put their money where their mouth was. Remember when crossovers happened to elevate a character or title? This one is solely happening to elevate the writers. It's pure narcissism. This event isn't about Steve Rogers. It's not about Sam Wilson. It's not about Captain America. It's about Tochi Onyebuchi. It's about Collin Kelly. It's about Jackson Lanzing and Alana Smith, and them wanting you to know that they're so important they got an event book and they got to do a Captain America event. It's not going to matter to them in the end when this is the lowest selling Captain America event in the history of the world, because in their minds, they've already succeeded. It was never about selling comic books. It was never about entertaining the fans. It was only about taking over the characters and using them for their own personal gain, whether it be spreading their own political propaganda or being able to say, I'm the Captain America guy. There was a time when comic book events were a big deal. It was all about the fans and it was all about the characters. Where have we taken the characters? What is going to be impactful? Oh, this is going to be a big deal. Let's make it even bigger and special because we know the fans are going to respond to this and it feels important to us. That's not what events are anymore. They're all self-licking ice cream cones. Their only reason to exist is to justify their reason for existing. It's absolutely insane. And the worst part about all of this absolutely is the look of the Winter Soldier. Along with a variant cover for the previously announced Captain America and Winter Soldier special one-shot by Captain America Sentinel of Liberty artist Carmen Carnero, Marvel Comics also revealed Carnero's new design for the Winter Soldier, as well as the persona Bucky will adopt for the war that lies ahead. I think the first thing that we all notice from this cover is that Bucky Barnes' Winter Soldier appears to be Asian here, at least Asian inspired. Is he taking over the Ronin mantle? Is that what we're going for here? Because this doesn't look like or feel like the Winter Soldier at all. Why is he completely black? Are they making him a villain because he's going to be a villain in the Thunderbolts movie? Is that's what's going on here? We've already seen this character be a villain, and he's already been redeemed within the Marvel Comics universe. And quite frankly, I don't really see Bucky as a man bun kind of guy. I had one myself there for a while after I got out of the military, but I feel like Bucky's mindset probably still is in the military, because deep down in his soul, I don't think he fully feels redeemed. And I just don't see the man bun thing fitting his personality. Although on the second cover, we do see him without the top knot, and he certainly looks more like a Caucasian character there. But that's probably not even the worst thing about all this. What the fuck is up with the cape? That doesn't fit the character whatsoever. He's supposed to be like a military assassin type character. If you were going out to assassinate somebody with a big cape on, like with a big red thing on it and everything, everyone would know where you are. They would know where your position is. The cape is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't fit what the character is, and he's not flying anywhere. So what purpose is the cape? Just to put a cape on him? I'll be surprised if at the end of this event, he's still called Winter Soldier. It feels like they're pushing him away from that. I think he's probably going to end up being a villain by the end of this, which I think is a big mistake. A lot of people like that character, and they just put him on the shelf, despite the character being more relevant and popular today than he ever has been in his career. But they keep handing over Winter Soldier Bucky Barnes to morons like Collin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing. It's just been a death sentence for the character, and he really has no future in Marvel Comics, which really feels strange with the notoriety that the character has. Of course, that's not all. We're also going to get some other big reveals. Captain America Cold War brings back Ian Rogers, a character created by Rick Remender and John Romita Jr., who first appeared in 2012's Captain America #1, the adopted son of Steve and Peggy Carter. Ian was created by Armin Zola in Dimension Z, where Steve saved him from. And I absolutely cringe just thinking about what Tochi Onyebuchi, Collin Kelly, and Jackson Lanzing are going to do with that character. Probably best leave that character with Rick Remender, an actual comic book writer. If you're not aware just how bad Collin Kelly and Jackson Lanzing's Captain America is, and why they should never do an event with these morons, I actually talked about a recent issue where they went out of their way to really bring down Captain America a peg or two and get their political message over in the comic book, which is absolutely front and center, while anything that makes Captain America look heroic has to take a backseat. Not shocking there. You need to see this video if you want to see just how bad Captain America is right now. This video is for you. If you don't see it here, there's also a link in the video description.